gathered through the stimulation one may vary and may cause any other kind of threat to occur. Future research priorities mainly include neurosymbolic hybrid agents, which will give us explainability and as to how they have occurred or how they have come to this particular solution and why. Then we have domain randomized RL training that is basically done for a specific domain in order like agentic AI systems can be used in different domains. Their answer should also be domain specific in certain areas. Then we have formalized human AI teaming protocols. In this we actually need to add a human layer, also human governance layer, as to the system may try to manipulate itself over the time. We need to add a human layer so that human governance is also there, although human might be only a external part, but still we need some governance and some monitoring over the time. Thank you everyone, and that's all from my side. Dwell time is actually how much a time our agent will take to detect a new pattern, a zero-day vulnerability over the time. It is like we tend to monitor our agent in specific scenarios where it has worked normally or what we considered as normally, and we'll give it the predefined rules of normal behavior. And then when the system occurs or when there is some kind of disruption in the system due to any reason, the system tries to detect it using different agents and different possibilities. It tries to create different hypotheses why that error must have occurred, or was it a short error or a major risk factor. Then it will try to make a signature for it, and then it will try to respond on the basis of that. If that is a major high risk part of that system, in that part we'll be talking about human governance over the time.
Previous question, Arjun, you have mentioned about the 5 layer of your model.
Yes, sir.
How these 5 layer coordinate each other?
Sir, actually, agentic AI system is like we need a correlation separately. We need to correlate different models. Like when we build a website, we have different models for it. We have HTML file at some other place, another place. And what model I am building right now is generally consists of a single extra architecture, which is responsible for starting of all other agents as well at the time of running.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Arju, for the nice presentation. Next, we will having Rajesh Aroda, sir. This is the last presentation of this session. So we will wrap up it in 10 minutes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am here to talk about a very special topic of understanding of reactive power and of power quality. First of all, I would like to tell you about myself. I am on a mission to make India free of electrical and fire accidents. On a mission to make India free of assets failure. On a mission to make India a safe country to live in. On a mission to train people, aware people about the regulation already in place. They need to implement and follow the rules, regulations already in place. We talk about electrical system. This is the latest data I have collected from the side of CA that talk about the growth of power sector since independence 1947 to till date. And if you look at the data specifically about the per capita consumption, in 1947 that was 16 and we have reached up to 1460. That itself talk about the development of power sector in India. Next. And this data talk about the total installed capacity. That is, already we have crossed 500 gigawatt of installed capacity, and out of 500 gigawatt, renewable energy contribution has crossed 50%. That was the Panchamrit commitment given by Honorable PM Saab at COP26. That shows the real development of power sector. If you look at the contribution, and if you look at the data, next data, next. This talk about the real development of power sector. This, it talk about the demand we met, and that happened 2 days ago. In April 30th, we could meet that demand of 256.1 gigawatt. There was no deficit. It's a proud moment for the Indian power sector. There should be round of applause. Next. It could happen because of the contribution of renewable. When I say the contribution of renewable, I always emphasize on one thing. The consumer is not a consumer right now. It has become consumer. It is also producing electricity at their rooftop. But whatever I have shown here, it's only one side of the coin. Always this development comes with the challenges. It comes with the challenges. Please don't talk. Any idea about the challenges I am talking about? The challenge of modern power sector. Can you explain that challenges? Then please listen. The challenges of intermittent power, the challenges of flow of power on both sides, the challenges of insulation coordination, the challenges of protection coordination, and challenges of use of electronics inverters that creates problems of harmonics. When I say harmonics, it has direct link with the power quality. It has direct impact on the power factor of my system. When my power factor deteriorates, there is chances of more heat. When more heat is there, there is chances of fire. There is chances of this disturbance in my power system because of outages. We have to work together to avoid that thing. Apart from the progress we have made, we always talk about air quality. We are worried about the air quality in Delhi is not good. We start comparing, but what about the power quality we are getting? Everyone talk about many things. When it comes to power sector and the quality of power, we are confused. And I feel worried. What to do? We have shifted. There's a transition of my conventional gadgets to these electronics gadgets. My house, my office, my organization is full of these gadgets. We can't live without these gadgets at all. These electronics gadgets inject, create, apart from the fundamental frequency, another frequency waveform that is called harmonics. And technically that is called THD, total harmonic distortion. But we never look at that thing. We become ignorant so far quality and safety is concerned. It's a wake-up call for all engineers. They need to implement and follow the rules already in place. To understand the quality I have talked about, it comprises of the swells in the systems, sag in the systems, harmonics in the system, distortion in the system. Flickers are there. How to do that thing? This is like an elephant that is in the room. We are not ready to talk about this big elephant of power quality issues at all. We just take it for granted. We try to find escape route like this boy and girl, but we don't want to discuss. And the solutions lies in only three fundamentals. Only three. These are basic of electrical engineering. It is your voltage. When I say the quality of voltage, that depends on the insulation level you provide, that is called BIL. Then comes the current. You have to ensure the quality against the overloading short circuit capability of your system. And last but not the least, frequency. When I say frequency, you have to ensure that the whatever gadgets you have don't inject harmonics into the system. And when you talk about systems, electrical system, you have only two choices: grounded and ungrounded. When I say grounded, again, your grounded system comprises of these five terms. TNS, TNC, IT, TT. And all these things depends on the application you have. One particular can't be applicable for one particular type can't be applicable for others application at all. Next. Then comes the role of your load. Maybe linear, non-linear, harmonics order, first order, second order, even harmonics, odd harmonics, positive sequence harmonics, negative sequence harmonics, zero sequence harmonics. How they impact your system, you have to understand that thing. You have to understand the role of that KVR, reactive power. Anyone sitting here can explain the importance of the reactive power for power system. I would be happy to know if anyone can explain that thing. Why reactive power is required? Yes.
फैंस लाइक फैन यहाँ पे बाइंडिंग्स चीज होती है वहाँ की रिएक्टिव पावर की ज्यादा है उनको रन करनी चाहिए लाइक इसका बेस्ट एग्जांपल है फैन ही इसमें पावर फैक्टर अगर हम फैक्टर नहीं लगाते हैं तो 1 से कम हो जाता है बट हमें चाहिए होता है 1 तो इसलिए हम फैक्टर यूज करते हैं ताकि हमें रिएक्टिव पावर मिल सके so that's reactive power.
There are three powers we come across. One is the active power that is required, needed to run your system. And invisible power that is called reactive power that help you to start that process specifically for the induction system. And the vector sum of both, again repeating, vector sum of both is my kVA, apparent power. Next. Next. These are examples. Give me 2 minutes. These are examples to understand the kVA required for different loads. Next. And this is a capacitor bank we use to control the voltage. And with concept of prosumers, the one problem associated as a prosumer is that prosumer create active power. Still it is taking reactive power from my system. Still it is getting from the DT, distribution transformer in your area, that make your core of that DT more heated. Because of that flow of only reactive power, active power is supplied by my solar system, create problem for DT, it generate heat in the core and that may fail. And then comes the total harmonic distortion. How to calculate? Next. And what is the impact of that in the real power factor you actually talk about? The example, for the same load, when the harmonic distortion changes, it has direct impact on the current you are drawing. When there is an impact on the current, it is producing more heat. When it is producing more heat, the probability of fire becomes more. Next. I already expressed even, odd, third, triple, non-triple, their impact. Next. 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 And these are the sources of your harmonics in your system. Next. G. G. And this is the IC IEEE 159 to be taken care. You have to understand the zero sequence impedance, triplen, harmonics. We have to take care of the harmonics related by your equipment. you have to follow this IEEE 141 that talk about what the impact. Next. Resonance that may be there. Next. Next. And these are mitigation technique, passive filter, active filter, capacitor bank, all these synchronous motors. You can use any of these, and you can increase the oversized neutral. You can go with a K-type rating of transformers to mitigate all these things. And finally, we have to work together to ensure the quality of power we have. And because finally, you are the youth, you are the hope, you are the future of India. We have to work together, we have to work for the nation we are living in, and we have to change India. And I would like to finish my presentation with a song that is dedicated to all youth engineers sitting here. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Question, I'm here to answer all the questions. Yes. Please. Please continue. I will answer all the questions you have.
Okay. More specific, I want to add to the presentation that you guys and we have shown you that the value and the concept. I have seen I was working as an years and I think I am that current of our session has improved a lot. If you go back 25 years back, so I have the take time not hours. 48 hours. And during this time, to go
True.
now you see that is 50 plus minus 5.
Because we have made our rules regulations stringent and we have changed it a lot. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Quality has improved. Earlier, that quality and voltage both are having
True. Agreed.
I have seen in the internet lands. You can see the 11 test. The voltage is so low during winter time. So now we have all the system, one grid on nation, all the grids are connected now. Power sector.
This is the only reason I started my presentation from the development of power sector. Yes, and with development, the challenges are there. We have to face it. Yeah. Yeah.
So battery power have said that how to improve battery power. So battery power is available.
I would like to announce one more thing. If anyone wants to work with me, I am open to making research on power sector. And you can see my papers on Google. I have published more than 150 papers on power sectors. If you are ready, I am ready to help you out. And any question from student side? Don't hesitate. Please ask. I love to reply all the questions you have.
Any questions, students? Any questions? Thank you, sir.
Usually there are two reasons of not asking questions, whether it was a mind-blowing or mind-boggling. Thank you very much.
Okay, with this, we come to the end of the technical session. Thank you all the paper presenters for this wonderful session. I request Professor Neelam Turk to kindly come forward for distributing the certificates to the participants. First in line is Shri Munish Kumar Sharma ji. And I request Shri Divanji Chaudhary ji and Lavkesh ji to kindly do the honors. All are requested to please put their hands together for the paper presenters. Nabha sir. We also have our delegates joining us. Please take your seat, sir. I request the delegates also to please do the honors. Kindly join. Bhumi and team, Miss Bhumi and team, kindly come forward to receive your certificate. Bhumi, Arzu and team. Bhumi, Miss Bhumi and team. Neha, Arzu and team. Audience, I request you all to please encourage the participants with a huge round of applause. Neha and team, Arzu. Rajesh Arora ji. Arzu. Rajesh Arora ji. Khushwant. I now request Oberoi sir and other delegates to kindly honor Neelam ma'am with a memento. Is Bhumi and team present here? Please come forward once more.